We all know Tyson Fury absolutely dismantled Deontay Wilder on Saturday night. He beat him from pillar to post, finished him in the 7th round, dropping him twice, en route to probably the most emphatic victory of Tyson Fury's career. Now, I wasn't able to make a pre-fight video or a post-fight reaction because I went away on holiday, and to be totally honest with you, I was drunk for 99.9% of that holiday, so I was in no fit state to make any content anyway. And because I kind of felt like I missed the boat on the fight, I didn't want to talk about it. But the reason I'm making this video is the things that Deontay Wilder has been coming out with since that loss. Now, when a fighter is interviewed in the ring immediately after a devastating defeat, the way Deontay Wilder lost on Saturday night, you have to take what he says in the ring with a pinch of salt, because he may be concussed, there's fatigue, there's just the sheer emotion of losing your world title that you've defended, what was it, 10 times or something like that. So if he says something a bit outlandish, you have to say, look, you know, there's mitigating circumstances there. However, the stuff that he's come out with in the last couple of days, that just tells you all you need to know about Deontay Wilder and the fundamental reason why he's not been able to improve his fundamental boxing skills. Like, to come out and say that you were tired because of your costume, because it weighed 40 pounds and it weighed heavy on his legs, and ignore the fact that he put on 20 pounds or so of muscle, came in at probably his career highest weight in the biggest fight of his career. Like, he's ignored that side of things, but he's put the blame on his outfit. What are you talking about? Do you know what I mean? And then he goes on to blame the referee. The referee did deduct a point off Tyson Fury, and the shot in the 2nd or 3rd round that dropped him, that wasn't an illegal punch. It caught him behind the ear, but like, it happened in an exchange. It wasn't like Fury hit him on a break and Deontay Wilder wasn't, and the referee was there kind of breaking them up, and it was a shot that shouldn't have happened, or a rabbit punch or anything like that. That was in an exchange, and you do get caught kind of behind the ear. That's a legal punch. To blame your coach, to blame Breland for throwing in the towel. First, he blamed him for throwing in the towel because he's telling us that if he's willing to kill a man in the ring, he's willing to die himself. Fine, that makes logical sense. But as a fighter, your job is to give your trainer a reason not to throw in the towel. And Deontay Wilder was unable to come up with a single reason. There was nothing that happened in that fight that would make you believe that Deontay Wilder can turn this fight around. He was taking punishment. He was getting dismantled. He was getting beaten up. Breland did the right thing, and he's blaming him. So rather than looking inwardly and saying to himself, right, Tyson Fury absolutely beat the living daylights out of me. What can I do to improve? What can I do to change my game to make sure that this doesn't happen again? Rather than looking at himself, he's looking at his coach. It's absolutely absurd. This man is deranged and he's deluded, because if he wasn't this deluded, he would understand that there were things 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago that he can be improving on, and he'd be working on improving those aspects of his game. He's been way too reliant on the fact that he's got power, but who has he actually knocked out? Like, which fighters on his resume, on his 41 knockouts, are actually world level? Arguably, he's fought 2 world level fighters, obviously Tyson Fury, and I don't know, I genuinely don't know just how good this version of Luis Ortiz is, the one that he fought most recently. But that's all he's got on his record. He's I struggle to think, for a man that has so many managers and advisors and people around him, why has no one sat him down and explained to him that, all right, we're going to invoke this rematch clause, but don't make excuses, and this is where you're going wrong, this is what you need to improve on, this is the game plan to try and beat Tyson Fury, let's make it happen. Sometimes as a fighter, it's good to be a little bit deluded, because one of your main assets as a fighter is having self-confidence. And if you're self-confident to the extent where it's bordering on delusion, it can work in your favor. You can win a fight that you're the underdog in. You can win a fight by thinking, right, okay, this is my strength, and I'm gonna fight to my strengths, and I'm gonna put that on my opponent. I'm gonna beat him. But there's a really, really, really fine line. And Deontay Wilder, the way he's reacted to this defeat, he's not just gone past the fine line, he can't even see it anymore. Like, there were red flags after the first fight where he was clinging on to the fact that he believed the referee's 10 count went too long. I don't agree with that, but that was his big thing after the fight. He should have stopped the fight. Tyson Fury was down for longer than 10 seconds. Ignoring the fact that he got a massive favor against Luis Ortiz in the first fight. Like, it can't be one rule for you and one rule for someone else. But because he's so deluded, he's unable to see things that go in his favor, and he's unable to have a balanced kind of view of his career and his fights. But that was a massive red flag for me when he was talking about how the referee counted too long. He even said that because Tyson Fury is a gypsy on Joe Rogan, that maybe there was some black magic or voodoo involved. And because the man is so stupid and deluded, I don't even think he was joking. I think he was being serious. You can find it on YouTube yourself. I'm not making this up. He's invoked this rematch, but how is he going to go and win this fight? How, Sway? Tell me how. Like, what is he going to change? What is he going to do different? I think, I'm not going to sit here and say that Deontay Wilder was a fallacy and he just only beat tomato cans and he's never been good, because obviously there's a reason why he was able to detonate that right hand and knock out the amount of people he did. There's a reason why he personally, if he was like, Tyson Fury put it on him, but I'm sure there's people prior to Tyson Fury that tried to put it on him, obviously just weren't that good, but people haven't been able to finish him. He's only been knocked down, I think, once or something like that before the Tyson Fury fight, the second Tyson Fury fight. So there are parts of his game that are adequate, that are good, that are high level. But he's hindered himself by not being honest with himself and not seeing his own flaws, and surrounding himself with people that are just yes men and not keeping it real with him. He's hindered himself, and he's not been able to achieve or attain the level of skill that he had the potential to do, because he let his mind and his ego get in the way, and that's disappointing. I get so frustrated because when I make a video about heavyweight boxing, I get people that are Deontay Wilder fanboys commenting, writing paragraphs and essays on my channel, which is fine, that's your guy. But these people are part of the reason that Deontay Wilder is here now, in this position now. Because these are the people that Deontay Wilder's been listening to for the past 3, 4, 5 years. Genuine fans of the sport that have been kind of highlighting the technical deficiencies in Deontay Wilder's game, just the moves that he's made from a business standpoint, not fighting Joshua when there was a big deal on the table. Avoiding Klitschko earlier on in his career, which now in hindsight was probably a good thing because he would have lost a lot sooner. But there's so many things that have happened in the career path of Deontay Wilder that his fans have managed to kind of spin and make it look like Deontay Wilder was in the right or something like that. There's so many different things that have happened along the way that I don't want to list out, but there's been so many red flags along the way when it comes to Deontay Wilder. And rather than being honest, his fan base, rather than being honest with him, have literally just gone with every little decision, right or wrong, every little move, right or wrong, every single performance, good or bad. People are talking about how his fans are now talking about how there was something illegal with Tyson Fury's glove. Like, what are you on about, man? What are you on about? It's just excuse after excuse after excuse. Like, you just can't win with people like this. You can't win, man. It's always a conspiracy. There's always foul play. There's always something. There's always a reason apart from himself. And this is the result of it. This is what happens when you're like that. I don't want to see a rematch. You know, I've seen Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder twice now comprehensively. When Tyson Fury said before the first fight that all Deontay Wilder has is a puncher's chance, he was right. He was right. But yeah, these are my thoughts about Deontay Wilder and how he's been moving ever since he got battered by Tyson Fury. Let me know what you guys think. Put your comments below. Don't be scared to hit the like button. Share this with a friend if you've enjoyed it. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys next time.